Hi, it's Karen Dampshon with Dampshon Financial Planning, and this week we're having another quick chat that really applies to both Medicare and health insurance folks. So June 1st marked the start of Medicare Fraud Prevention Week. And while this is intended to kind of shine a spotlight on fraud prevention that protects Medicare, this really applies everywhere in health insurance. And safeguarding beneficiaries of Medicare and your health insurance information requires constant vigilance. So, in this crazy AI world we're in, it feels like scams are everywhere. In 2025 alone, the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid suspended more than $5.7 billion in suspicious payments and launched investigations into thousands of potentially fraudulent Medicare providers and suppliers. And that's just on the Medicare side. The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid also just recently introduced that nationwide moratoria on the new Medicare enrollments for hospices, home health agencies, durable medical equipment suppliers. So they're really trying to clamp down and stop these bad actors from exploiting this system. And although the Department of Health and Human Services is fighting fraud 365 days a year, this week it's just worth taking the time to remind you and the people who depend on these programs and the taxpayers who fund them why stopping healthcare scams is such a top priority. And it does take work of everybody to be able to kind of make this a reality, to be able to stop this fraud. So, what can you do? Well, you can make sure that you ignore, you delete, you block, you do not respond to any unsolicited texts and emails that may be offering free medical services, free supplies. Those are almost always scams. And make sure you really guard your health insurance card, your Medicare card. Whatever that information is, you only want to share that information with trusted healthcare providers. Nobody should ever call you and ask you for those numbers. And anyone who's offering you prepaid gift cards or other perks in exchange for you sharing that information is probably trying to scam you. So if you get a call and you're not sure who it's from, even if they say they're calling from your health insurance company, just say thanks, call your health insurance company back to verify that it was not a scam. You also want to make sure you review your statements carefully. Make sure that nobody is billing Medicare or your health insurance company for services you never received. And of course, if you suspect fraud, make sure you report it. Medicare beneficiaries can call 1-800-MEDICARE to report fraud, or they can call 1-877-808-2468 to reach their local senior Medicare patrol. And my health insurance folks, you guys can report any kind of fraud directly to your health insurance company. So I hope this helps. Clamping down on fraud and making sure you're not getting scammed helps everybody in the long run. Thanks for listening. I'll be back in your inbox again next week.